Social Security adjustments could be on the horizon. Healthcare costs are a guaranteed climb. It's not a matter of if, but when. And those rising expenses can quickly turn your retirement dream beach house into a financial nightmare. So how will these potential changes impact your retirement plans? Let's take control and build a retirement plan that can remain protected in times of change. What are the three biggest things that you need to plan for to help you protect your retirement? Number one is the potential for changes to government programs. Changes with government programs and legislation happen almost every year without fail. What are the types of changes and how could they affect your retirement? First example I have for you is Social Security. Social Security is an income stream that could change, and most, if not all, retirees rely on it for some portion of their income in a monthly retirement scenario. So what could change? Well, reduction in benefits, additional taxes could be imposed, maybe less or no cost of living adjustments or COLAs. What about increased Medicare premium costs? Why would these things change? According to the Social Security Administration's website, ssa.gov, benefits are expected to be payable in full on Social Security on a timely basis until the year 2037, in which case the trust fund reserves are projected to be exhausted. Kind of scary. From that point, taxes are projected to be enough to pay about 76 or 3/4 of scheduled benefits. So we're talking in the year 2037, there's only going to be enough revenue coming in on a taxable basis to pay about 3/4 of benefits. Have you talked with your financial advisor or built a plan that will address these potential changes to your income stream in retirement? Got another example for you that would be a government program thing that could help you, if you plan for it, protect your retirement, and that's tax laws. President Trump in 2017 ushered in the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, and that act or that legislation is set to expire at the end of the year 2025. The TCJA lowered tax rates across the board. The standard deduction nearly doubled for all filing statuses. They doubled the estate and gift tax exemptions for individuals, and that represented massive tax savings for many individuals. So, will tax law change? If you are thinking that taxes will stay the same and not go up, I'd be willing to bet against you. These are two examples of items that could directly affect your money in retirement, income, and taxes. What is your plan, and how will you protect yourself from these potential government changes? Number two, another way to protect yourself is to focus on healthcare costs. There are really two components to this. One is your medical insurance costs, and the other is long-term healthcare needs. And one really great way to kind of plan for this and protect yourself is to consider your retirement asset pool in three different buckets. If you've got $1 million, you segregate accordingly to an income bucket, a liquidity bucket, and a legacy bucket. The income bucket, these are dollars you invest that have a primary goal of creating paychecks for you in retirement. These paychecks are used to supplement your existing streams of income like Social Security or pensions so that you can live your life comfortably. Medical insurance should be built into your monthly budget and planned for using this bucket of money. Liquidity bucket. This is money that you set aside to handle things like inflation adjustments to that income bucket, or potentially unpredictable healthcare expenses or general expenses. One-time discretionary needs, want to take the whole family on a vacation. That's the type of money that you're going to allocate to your liquidity bucket. This bucket can help you also pay for rising healthcare costs as things change, and or premiums for long-term care insurance or financial vehicles that help protect your legacy for your family. And the third bucket is your legacy bucket. This is basically the money that's left over after you've funded bucket one and bucket two. It's designed to leave your family and your loved ones your legacy and the money that's left over in the most tax advantageous way possible. The third thing that you need to focus on to protect your retirement is what we call your financial capital. What is financial capital? We'll simply define it as the money that you need to rely on to live during retirement. Think of my three buckets. It was the first one I mentioned. If you're one of the many individuals that need to take a regular withdrawal from your investment pool to supplement your retirement income, then you need a plan that helps you protect that financial capital in bucket number 1. Rather than just investing all of your assets into a diversified portfolio of stocks and bonds and hoping things are going to be okay, you should develop a more robust strategy that helps you protect and produce financial capital. Got a great example here for you, and we use this one with a lot of our clients here at WA Smith, and we refer to it as time segmentation. So follow these steps. Step number 1, how much monthly income supplement do you actually need? Let's say that you have $3,000 a month in Social Security and pensions, but you need $6,000 a month to live your life happy. You need an additional $3,000 a month from your investments. Step number 2, how long are you going to need that additional $3,000 a month? Here's an example. If you're 65 years old in retirement and you plan to live through age 95, you've established a 30-year time horizon for that $3,000 a month need. Step number 3 is you have to segment your investment for your financial capital into 5 different buckets. Each of those buckets will span, in this example, about 6 years long. The first bucket should have enough in it using a conservative rate of return assumption to provide income for those first 6 years. Step number 4 is what we call repeat. Each bucket along the 5-bucket timeline should be funded knowing that at some point you will spend that bucket down over the course of a 6-year period. And step number 5 is choosing an investment strategy on the risk spectrum from low risk to high risk that is conservative in that first bucket and conservative in the bucket that you are currently spending, but gradually increases the amount of risk you take as you progress through each bucket on the timeline. So if your first bucket is a conservative investment and you know you're going to spend it down for about 6 years, you know that buckets 2, 3, 4, and 5 have a minimum of 6 years and up to 20 or more years of time on their side before you would inevitably have to start spending that bucket down. When you have more time, you can take more risk and be more aggressive with your investment strategy. Those are 3 ways that you can think about to protect your retirement from the risks that you will inevitably face. We've got an excellent video that you can go check out. Check out the link right here. Change your outdated retirement plan. Thanks for being with us this week, and I'll see you next time.